Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Yoshman. Last time we have met Mako Tsunami and Grandpa, and today we're going to sleep because it's nighttime. So yeah, let's go to sleep, and it's a wonderful next day this morning. You have mail, oh? Special bulletin from Kaiba Corp. Recent reports suggest that mysterious figures are attacking duelists at night. We recommend you stay at home at night, but if you must go out, please use extra caution. Okay. So what they're actually saying that there are some duelists that are kind of shady. But yeah, when it's getting nighttime, there are gonna be mysterious duelists popping up, and they will challenge you in a shadow duel. If you actually lose a shadow duel, it's actually game over. So you don't have to, play the whole game all over again. You just go back to your, your last save. So that's not really that good. Okay. So yeah, let's beat Thea. So I'll be right back. And that is GG. I'm gonna activate Rush Recklessly just for the lulz. So there we have it. Very easy. GG easy. You win. And the crackling noises. Oh, it's so beautiful. I love playing on emulator. There we have it. Oh no, it's so frustrating! Yeah, why don't you? Totally wrecked. And it's there once again. Oh my god, seriously. She's stalking me or something. I don't know. Kinda creepy. So yeah, I'll be dueling her once again, and yeah, I'll be right back once again. Oh my god. Seriously? Rock, paper, scissors? Seriously, stop using the same stuff. Okay, there we have it. Now we can duel! Mm. Nom de doeme! Milliard de Dieu! Milliard! I'm getting low on life points, so hopefully it hits. Yes! I got it. Yeah, my life points are low. I don't think we get a low life point bonus, unfortunately. Or we do get a reversal finish bonus, which is excellent. Oh no, it's so frustrating! Yeah, because every time that Jaraguma attacks, you have to toss a coin. If you call it wrong, your life points are getting in are actually halved. It's such a nice day to duel outside. Why does Joey always say, "Oh yeah, it's time to duel"? Sure, okay. Well, I'll show this duel off because we have to screen. We should actually have some screen time for everyone. So let's start the duel. But yeah, she's also quite easy, so yeah, I'll be cutting her duels as well. No, please don't cut me. Oh, Joey. Seriously, I love doing that voice. Yeah, she attacks into my giant soldier of stone. That's gonna hurt. I think I'm going to summon the Judge Man. Judge Man! No, 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 Judge Man! I will summon it. Even though my Shadow Girl gets the bonus, but I don't know. Once the the Witch and Princess is removed from the field, the bonus no longer applies. So, meh. I will try to go for the Judge Man. No, 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 touch, man! Oh, crap. It's this one. So, it's actually good for a stallish. It's actually a good stall card, let's just say that. Um, should we remove that card from the field or not? I don't think so. Oh crap. Let's take the Witch's Apprentice. Here we go. Go back to Hogwarts. You're a wizard, Serenity. You're a wizard. Seriously. There we go. Some decent damage, but once the... But yeah, if that monster attacks this attack position monster, it cannot attack anymore. So yeah, I'm actually going to, you know, Troubadour to Doom next turn. Also, she's going to summon this one. Ooh, Scroll of Bewitchment. Okay. She uses Earth. Okay, that's very nice. Okay, she's gonna take my monster. Ooh. Well, I have a time machine though, so I will be using that. Get some 200 damage. I'm gonna use the time machine. Yeah. You're not that. We go back in time. And I'm going to summon the Time Eater just to be a douche. But first, Graceful Charity. Let's see what we draw. I'm gonna need this, and it's a dilemma. Yeah, it doesn't. The effect doesn't go off if it's only if it's removed from the field to the graveyard. I'm gonna sacrifice the Jiragumo, even though it's kind of a waste. I'm gonna summon the Time Eater because yeah, I'm a douche. I'm gonna attack with it. I'm gonna buff it up so he's more buffed. Attack, Time Eater! Eat some time! And time is money, so actually I'm actually hurting our money. I mean financial wise. But no, but in reality she has to skip her main phase too, so she cannot do something aggressive this turn. Because she has to summon a monster on main phase 2. And that is actually kinda it. I think this is game. I can do this, use Troubadour to Doom, discard the cards, and destroy that monster. There we go, it's GG easy. Well, it was actually easy, even though I got 200 damage, but just a scratch. And yeah, you can finish it off. Finish her! Oh no, Joel! Ah! There we have it. You win. You are the winner. Yeah, not much XP. Because she's a low level duelist. I couldn't win this time, but I'm not giving up. You should give up. Oh, I'm such a savage man. I'm savage man. Take me by the hand, lead me to the land. Yeah, I'm not going to sing that song anymore. Okay, I'll be cutting this duel then. What's a nice outside? What is the... Yeah, we read this already. It's time to duel. Well, it's time to own you. Shall I show this duel or not? Well, just one more time. Okay. One more time. Maybe she can do something interesting. And my hand is kinda bricked. So this is going to be interesting. Oh, I have the Mystical Elf, so I'm gonna set it. I'm gonna set Spellbinding Circle just in case. I don't know which card she has in her extra deck. Maybe it's the Magical Sand or something, or maybe it's Saint John. I think it's Saint John because I see Marie the Fallen One. And she uses a... I don't know, I don't get the Scroll of Bewitchment. Why did she play that card? I don't understand. When she's in the graveyard, every stem I face, she gains 200 life points. Which is a little life points game, but it's a strategy you can utilize. And something combo oriented. But she has recently a reprint, and it's just it actually changed the name. It's now Dark Lord Marie. So I don't know how the fusion works with that. Maybe they have to Rata Angel as well. Otherwise, you cannot fusion them. If that makes sense. Or maybe they will allow they allow the fusion anyway, because it will be much fair. See, this is what I'm talking about. She's too much competent Thea. She has a lot more. She has a better synergetic deck than Thea. Thea's actually a loser compared to Serenity. Yeah, Thea's gonna be so salty. But yeah, she has a better deck. A way better deck. She does something interesting, like using Rain of Mercy and Bad Reaction to Sumuchi. So every time, every life point gain I get is actually turned into a subtraction, which means I get damage. So every time she uses a Rain of Mercy, she gets life points, and I get 1000 damage. That can be a dangerous card. Well, it's not going to help this Thorn of Light. Well, we're still in a huge lead right now. All things considered, with the bad draws. And we also started with Tribute to the Doomed. And she's gonna pay for it? Really? That's not a really good play. Putting a top on the deck, and yeah, Horn of Light is not that good at all. Or what's it called? It's only increased the defense. So you have to have a high defense monster on the field and then use the Horn of Light. But in this situation I have a 2100 attacker, so I can get over 2000 defense monster. So it's not gonna be viable at all. Unless she has the Gear Golem, the Moving Fortress, and some 2000 defense monster. Which she does not run. So it's nonsensical then that she, you know, put it on her top on the deck. Because you can actually do that when it's sent from the field to the graveyard. You can pay 500 life points, was always saying in Dutch. But anyway, you can pay 500 life points when it goes to the graveyard. If it goes from the field to the graveyard, and you can put it on top of your deck instead of. So, kind of dangerous. It's like kind of a Horn of the Unicorn effect, but it's not automatic. And sort of Deep-Seated is also like that. You also have Malevolent Nutster, which is actually a better Horn of the Unicorn in my opinion. It gets you not only several life points, but you can actually choose if you want to return it or not. I will gladly, you know, take the cost and have the option, and having no cost and not the option can sometimes be tricky. And the Sword of DC that has the same thing going. But yeah, paying 500 life points is not that bad, all things considered. If I had a Malevolent Nurser, I will put it in my deck ASAP. I could have actually gone for a game, but I'm not paying attention as usual. I have like, you know, ADD, I'm like a goldfish. I'll attack with this. And it's a red archery goal, so it's GG easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And there we have it. Oh no! Serenity is so easy. But at least she can do some 6th place. So watch out for that. Oh my god, we have 1k KC points. That's very nice. I got on win this time, but I'm not giving up. Yeah, you should definitely give up after this. Is there a duelist? Oh, it's a new face. I'm the Psychic Duelist, Esparoba. By joining my spirit with the cosmos, I can mystically see all your cards. Do you want to test my powers? Sure. Is he going to cheat? Kinda looks like a cheater, but anyway. Let's duel him. And yeah, we go first, because it's always recommendable to go first. So we can do our setup. And I'm going to use this as an opening play. I'm gonna get rid of this. Look at that, could be handy if I'm in a pickle. And I'm going to drop the Armed Ninja because it doesn't have any good continuous spell cards. He only uses this cards like this and he can see my hand. I think. Look at the top. Oh, you can actually look at one card on the top of my deck, so it's not really that good, all things considered. Just paying 1 life points. But it's not really that good. And this is the Eye of Gru. Okay, that can be very dangerous nowadays, Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, it's not as dangerous, but it's just some information you get. Because as long as this card is face up, your opponent must show his or her hand. Yeah, that is actually quite good on itself. But he doesn't do anything with it. Because the AI is kinda dumb. And doesn't play around my cards. So he can see my hand. But there is a drawback. So if I have a spell card in my hand, I get 1000 life points. Which is kinda minimal nowadays, Yu-Gi-Oh! But in old days Yu-Gi-Oh! It's not going to matter that much. I mean, with the advantage you get from the eye, it's still minimal, 1000 life points, and it's also not a 1-for-1 card. Or if this card is actually destroyed by a spell card, well, there goes your card. On the other hand, you have to 1-for-1 it to get rid of it, so I don't know. Could be used in some occasions, but it doesn't get played. So I don't think it's that good of a card. I'd rather want to use some other cards that are useful, but then again, most of these cards are actually banned. Like they discard cards like Confiscation, Forceful Sentry, Delicate Rule. Well, Delicate Rule doesn't allow you to look at your opponent's hand, so that's actually quite a drawback on itself. But Confiscation and Forceful Sentry are actually even banned in this format, because you have some information of your opponent's hand and you can discard one or send one card, shuffle one card back to the deck if you use Forceful Sentry. Such broken cards. And nowadays Yu-Gi-Oh! Forceful Sentry would have been broken. Because shuffling something back into the deck is much devastating than sending it to the graveyard. Should we do one more duel if we can cram some? Hopefully. Maybe one duel or two would do. And it's Joey Jojo. I'm worried about Yugi. I saw him the other night, but he acted like a totally different person. Oh yeah, we actually met Yami Yugi last episode. Well, it is Yugi, but it's kinda not him either. Can I explain this? You know how you can have a hamburger and a veggie burger? There are different type of burgers, but they are still burgers. Makes that sense, huh? No. That analogy really sucked, you know, Joey. You should be ashamed. Okay, we have to duel him. I didn't expect that. Oh well, let's duel. Joey Jojo. And this is going to be a fun duel, I can tell. Because Joey is going to, you know, roll the dice and get some sick luck, as usual. And here's the Tiger X. I actually have that card in real life. Not that brand, but just, you know, I mean, not this artwork, but the other artwork. That looks cool. And he has the needle wall. I'm thinking I will discard this one. Gonna summon the Muka Muka. Attack my Muka Muka. And he's going to be like Suka Suka Bliet. If Joey is Russian, but no, he's from Brooklyn. My Brooklyn rage. So he's gonna roll a 3, I can assume. No, it's a 4, okay. And that's odd. He usually okay, he's going to use Time Wizard, just flip a coin flip and he gets it. Seriously? Joey's being bad luck Brian for once? Oh wait, no, I thought he called it wrong. Derp. I'm the bad luck Brian right here. Derpy derp. Okay, so we have to deal with that shenanigans as well. I mean, you will. It is kinda good in this situation, but it's not reliable. But if I actually have it right now, I would run it in my deck though, so I can have some extra annoying cards in my deck. So my opponent think twice to overwhelm the field with monsters. But then again, if you have a swarm of monsters on the field, it's not going to matter that much. So we have to keep an eye on that. But yeah, it's not really a swarmy format. This is a very slow format. We attack, they get damage. That's about it. It's actually, you know, once you get to the battle cards in this game, it's gonna be more skillful, and you have to really, you know, strategize and come up with a viable strategy, if that makes sense. It's also not an easy format as well. I mean, it's kinda easy because the cards are simplistic, but it's not easy in terms of, you know, if you want to play this, if you want to be professional at this format. You have to, there's so many cards you have to keep in mind, and you shouldn't rush into something. Or set your whole back row, because otherwise you will play your opponent can play Heavy Storm and it's GG to your cards, your back row. So I don't recommend, you know, setting a whole back row. And you win. Not much crackles this time. I mean, in terms of victory music. I can get some. Okay. Man, you're tough. You're gonna definitely go far in this tournament. Sure am. Such a badass. Well, we should do one more duel and then opening packs. And we are gonna duel Esperon once again. Huh? You're the next challenger? What a joke. I just beat you, fucking douchebag. Gonna come up with some insults, but I don't feel like a lazy bastard today. Or I'm more like a Neek that cannot come up with insults. You have these kind of monuments. Like, you know, if they call you a name, you'll be like, you're such a poo-poo hat. Yeah. And he's gonna use these, what's it called? Is this, okay. He's gonna attack me with Cyber Radar. Okay, that's his name. I also have that card in real life. It's one of my, it's actually one of my oldest cards I own. I didn't play it though, because I had better cards back in the time. It has a cute effect, but it's not really reliable. It's just when you play equipped spell cards or your opponent plays equipped spell cards. I'm gonna check the effect so you can see. If this card is normal flipped or special summoned successfully, you can activate one. Select one equipment and destroy it, or either destroy or just equip it to discard. Okay. I mean, it's something. I mean, if your opponent has a premature bully on the field, you can destroy it, and you have a net gain of in terms of card economy. But that is so situational. That scenario and never pops up. And he's actually good. He actually special summoned the Mega Cyber. You can actually special summon this from your hand if your opponent has at least 2 monsters or more on the field. It's actually very good back in the day. I also used to run that card in my deck. I actually pulled that card from a pack. I was so happy. But I'm gonna use Rush Recklessly to get over the Fiend Mega Cyber. Yeah, it's a level 6 beater, but it's quite dangerous, especially that effect. It's a big monster. That only time I don't want the ninjas, I have them. Well, I can set Crimson Ninja and go from there. That also increased the defense, so that's interesting to know. If he ends up having another Fiend Mega Cyber and my Great White is destroyed, I can, you know, equip it to my Mystical Elf and just it will also gain a defense. So on the other hand, with Horn of the Unicorn, it also raises the defense, I think. A Malevolent Nutslayer does not, so in that situation, Horn of the Unicorn is better than Malevolent Nutslayer, if I'm correct. Otherwise, it's situational. Okay, he's going to use the Eo Shadows card, which is not a good card by any mean, because your opponent draws 3 cards if it's a spell card that it's sent to the graveyard. So, really pointless card in my opinion. It's just if you want to mill your opponent now, that's it. It's only good for mill strategies. I feel like, you know, as for Robo's deck is too much of one thing and weak in other things. I mean, having enough. I mean, if you're talking about advantage on the board, because card advantage is the key. I think I'm going to finish him off, so I'm gonna summon the Armed Ninja. I'm gonna use Share the Pain, tribute my Armed Ninja, so he also has to tribute his monster, and I'm gonna attack for game. So I'm gonna attack with Great White, and I'm gonna attack with Time Eater. Oh, I actually love playing Time Eater. I mean, it's such a goofy card, but at the same time, it can do a lot of degenerate shit. Especially when your opponent has to skip his or her May phase 2. I mean 1. So the opponent has to go to the battle phase directly from. So you only can summon monsters on this May phase 2. And I'm gonna go to the shop and buy me some packs. This is some openings, yay! Yay, some openings! We actually got this unlocked. Once you get to level 5, you will unlock this pack. Looks so badass. There's a lot of good cards from my recollection. We also have the Giant Germ. I've talked about Giant Germ before in Nimble no Manga. I don't personally like these cards. These are really good recruiters. You can special summon up to 2 Giant Germs when it's destroyed. If you open it with 2 Giant Germs, yeah, it's kind of a bad draw. I mean, that's my personal thing. But maybe I would run it if I ended up having 3 of them. It's also good. It also has good synergy with this Squish cards. You can actually, tribute 1 Dark Monster with doesn't attack or less, and you can check all your opponent's monsters, and you can also destroy them, all the monsters with 15 attack or more. And this effect is you can then during your opponent's next 3 turns, when he draws a 15 attack monster or more, it suddenly gets destroyed. So that's very nice. And we also got Malevolent Nuzzler. Really good card for its time. I mean, it wasn't really meta, but if you are really casual as fuck, well, it's a really good card. I mean, really good card, it's a decent card, so let's just say in casual, if you want to play classic casual Yu-Gi-Oh! But other than that, it's kind of a bad card. It's not special. We also pulled the Insect Queen, which is nice. It's always nice to get an Ultra. We also have the Reliable Guardian, which is Rush Legacy, but just for defense. So you have that as well. Shall we buy other packs or not? Let's buy this one. Shrink or Collapse. It's actually called Shrink. So what it does is like one phase of monster on the field. That monster origin take his health until the end phase. So it's a quick play spell card, really good. I will run it in my deck. I'm gonna buy a Broken Steel pack. We also have Time Eater once again. And Magician of Fate, which is an excellent card. It has a flip effect, so you can select 1 spell card in your from your graveyard, add it to select the card to your hand. So you have a lot of broken spell cards in this game, even though the most broken ones are actually on the ban list. But there are still broken cards such as Pot of Greed and Graceful Charity, the Lanquidu, and all this good stuff. So I can only buy 2 packs, so I'm gonna pick this one. We have another Share the Pain. And we have Meteor Dragon, which is cool. So you can actually, you know, fuse someone with that. With that big Meteor Dragon. I mean, if you have a Red Eyes, at least. And this is going to be the last pack. We have Man-Eating Treasure Chest. And Sogan. So, that's very nice. That's very bueno. So I'm gonna leave the shop. And I'm actually going to head home and save my progress. Because that's actually what I recommend to do when it's getting, you know, nighttime. You should save your progress just in case you lose to a shadow duel. Because from now on you can actually encounter shadow duels during the nighttime or even when it's evening. So yeah, on that note, I hope you guys and gals enjoyed this episode. Leave a comment, like, subscribe and do all this good stuff. And I will see you in the next one. Take care and bye bye!